back with another video, and oh my goodness, yes, Dragon Ball is back. Black Flag!
I don't give a fuck what a bitch gotta say. I look at my phone who I'm hanging with. These pussy ass niggas ain't know who to play. I'm riding with 40, I'm riding with Drake. These bitches, they love me like seeds of the grape. Hashtag, I wanna touch me a bitch. Hashtag, I be eating money and shit. Hashtag, who got a partner to trust? Hashtag, I got a beautiful bitch. Hashtag, who getting fucked today? Hashtag, who wanna die today? Hashtag, you getting hit in the face. Hashtag, I'm trying to load up the cake. Hashtag, I'm trying to eat on the face. Hashtag, 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 hashtag.
The Genki Dama event from a few days ago, we finally got the reveal for the Moro arc after like 8 damn years without anime. So I'm making this commentary video, like I've not actually made one in like a while, but I mean this is like the biggest thing ever. I feel like I just got to get how I feel about this, my opinions and stuff about this. So talk about the Moro stuff, more so about the super remakes and what the potential could be for them. So I'm going to talk a lot about that. And this video is joined by John Dragon Ball, the Keep It 1000 guy. Yeah, you know, Keep It 1000, get to 1000 subs this year hopefully, and let's get to it. Hey! The Moro arc is finally in production, meaning it's coming in about probably in a few years. It's still a long time, but at least it's actually confirmed. But it's very exciting that we're finally actually getting manga content animated. And specifically for this arc, for those who don't know, just know a lot of people think this is the best arc in Super in general, and there's a lot of reason for that. And with the modern and if you're a One Piece fan, if you know what the modern Toei animation skills that they've got from One Piece now, so I cannot imagine what like all the fights like Vegeta fighting Moro, Ultra Instinct Goku fighting Moro twice. My boy Vegeta is gonna get some massive shine and some development that he deserves finally. I mean, I hope so, because Toyotaro seems to always like giving some Gohan and Vegeta love. And then the Toei staff are like,
I want some cheeseburgers just to eat. I'm talking ketchup, my nigga mustard on the beat.
We do not
you gotta
care.
put a lot of
We do not
lettuce
care.
beef, because I like to have
We
a
do not
lot
care.
of grease. I remember eating outside.
Boy, if you don't get your squiggly diggly head
so I actually hope they keep the stuff that he's adapted in there. So there's like again, there's a lot of things to be excited for when talking about the Moro arc being animated. Like, so you know, especially since now that like modern animes are taking a more of an artistic approach to their production and actually elevating the source material a little bit more, they like do what the base thing does, but then like add extra little spices, little you know like fuego. little more fire into the animation. So yeah, I don't know what I'm not sure if they can do that, because I mean, though they can, I've seen what they've done for Gear 5 and One Piece. I need to see that level of passion and glaze for Dragon Ball. So yeah. So again, I don't know what we could get, but I'm excited. Seriously, I'm glad they are taking their time with this, since again, despite it being 8 damn years since we actually got any sort of information or literal like confirmation that we're getting some animated project later this year, some people online, Twitter, were complaining about this reveal more so into the relation of the remake that also got announced, that they could have spent time producing the Moro arc rather than revisiting the old arcs, which they've admittedly done a lot. Whilst I can actually heavily emphasize with that statement and stuff. I mean, we got to think about it. I mean, the last project was Daima, which had a lot of inconsistencies. If the writers wanted it to be canon, which they said it was, it doesn't really fit with the Super that we have now. But the the remake remaster, it's more of a remaster, has an opportunity to link this up now. Like they've been planning this, obviously. Even if they don't fix those things and they just keep it the exact same way, regardless, by remastering Super, they can reduce the bad. We can all agree that the first few episodes that came out of Super was extremely rushed and really bad. And I mein, now that they're redoing it, I'm pretty sure they're actually gonna add like manga content from like Toyotaro's like version of it. So obviously, if people already know, but like there's the Super anime and the Super manga continuity, which is completely different versions of the same story based on like the notes that Toriyama gave to them. So it can be a bit confusing what canon to follow. But with this remake and remaster, hopefully they can sort of fix the errors and issues and even combine some of the canon to make it even easier for newer fans to follow along with the story. Because imagine this, like, people have a definitive actual timeline of where to go instead of like, oh, you know, why is the manga a little bit different, why does this fight go differently, whatever. They can do that, mix it up with it now for these remakes. So I'm really excited because this isn't going to just be the same episode. Hopefully it could still be the same episode, but it's not just going to be, oh, you know, a little bit of glimmer of the stuff that we've got. We're getting probably definitely a little bit more additions to this now, so hopefully we're gonna, you know, but regardless, we're going to get more Dragon Ball content. It could be the same, but it'll be far more effort, and as we can see in those Dragon Ball Super Beerus trailers from what it looked based on the trailer that we got, I mean, but they'll be putting far more effort in this, as we can see from the trailers in Dragon Ball Super Beerus, and from the looks of it based on the fact that we got the trailer and the release date for this year in autumn. After this done, we're definitely getting more, like, they're gonna do the whole Super, like, while the Moro arc is getting, like, done, because if the Moro arc is in production, right, why would they, unless they really are just doing the Beerus, right? In that case, they would have just redone a movie, but they specifically said it's an anime. And so I'm not sure I'm not sure how long it's gonna be for, like, the Beerus arc, but apparently it's gonna be 6 episodes because of the original 12. But I mean, it kind of confirms that we are gonna get more, like, we're gonna get a remake of the entire series, because I mean, like, we don't know how long we're gonna wait. Also, the fact that, like, the fact that they're doing more arc production stuff already, which I don't know what level of production is, like, have they just started this, are they animating this already, which I don't think so, are they, like, planning stuff, writing stuff, whatever. The point is, they're getting started on that, so they must have already been, like, doing the other arcs if they're doing a remake. So we're getting the anime back for, like, in autumn, but I can guarantee they're going to do the rest of the arcs. Essentially, it is quite literally the best way of saying you're gonna have to wait a little bit, but this is gonna be a full 5-star Michelin glaze attention that we've needed to give the credit of Toriyama's work for. Hey! See what this is about. Beerus? Okay. Beautifully animated. This means so much to me. This was the first thing I ever got into Dragon Ball for, because I was like 7 when this, like, original film came out. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, the form looks so clean. Oh. Oh. They got impact frames in Dragon Ball like, oh shit. So yeah, this in general was entirely unexpected for me, as I wasn't able to stay up for the stream, as, I mean, I already assumed that, alright, cool, we got the Moro arc announcement and the new game, I can rest. Well, turns out I should have been a freaking insomniac, because this looks beautiful. I mean, I'm excited because in this event, I'm pretty sure the producer said they wanted to remaster the Beerus arc, as a lot of Toriyama's original draft was, like, cut for the movie and subsequently the anime, and apparently some form of, like, making Beerus a more imposing villain, which I'm kind of curious about what they could do, because I mean, Beerus isn't evil. I mean, he's a god of destruction, but, like, obviously we know how the story's gonna go. Obviously they're not changing, they're not remaking the entire story, they're just altering a few things probably, but I mean, it could make the fight between him and Goku more difficult or interesting or something, I don't know, but I'm curious for that. What I hope is, what I mentioned earlier, is that they link this, specific to Beerus arc, I hope they do really link Daima to this, because it wouldn't make sense with the original version of Super, as I said before, because the main cast was not supposed to know about the other universes until, like, the Champa Tournament arc, and obviously, again, the transformations. I mean, let's talk about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta the first. The main thing is, he had this form this whole time during the, even though, of course, not really, because it hasn't been made yet, but, like, in the storyline, he's supposed to have Super Saiyan 3, and when Beerus the goddamn freaking destroyer...
Your selfish pudding cup fight has ruined my 38th birthday!
Bitch, did you just talk back?
How dare you! That's my...
Why wouldn't he use it? I mean, I guess some people are like, but he swore off the form, so he's not gonna use it anymore. Like, he swore off the form, like he's not gonna use it. He hates Super Saiyan 3. Like, I mean, sure that the love of his life is got slapped by the god who bullied his dad, but I mean, like, he swore off the form. Shut up, bro. Like, I'm sure in a literal quick burst of rage and power, he would use the strongest ability he has to like he was, unless he was so committed to the bit, like Vegeta's not a Twitch streamer. He's not gonna risk the lives of his loved ones just because he didn't want to use his best form to aura farm or something.
Only you had shown up just a minute later. I would have had 18. Then nobody could have stopped me. Oh, really? Now, Vegeta.
Green fuck, nigga.
I would have destroyed you without a second thought.
Life for my life!
Green Giant.
Go on.
Nuke the whole generation. If it were up to me, I would drop an atomic bomb on the whole generation.
So yeah, easy fix, bam. Because Super Saiyan 3 gets holded by Beerus, but fixes the issue with continuity. Like, oh yeah, then he can say like, oh, this form actually sucks. I mean, I had to use it then, but whatever. Yeah. And then obviously since then, but either way, like, after that we're gonna get the God form, blue form down the line. So you know what? Then he can swear it off because at least then he'll have stronger forms. But there's no excuse for this in this point. He should have used it there. But here's the more complicated one with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This form exists, and Diamond's canon. So in the remasters, I hope he's not gonna do any difference. Like I promise you, I don't. The Super Saiyan 4 is not going to make a difference against Beerus. Obviously, we all know this. But at the same time, just to put it in there, one, it would be cool as hell to have it in the first place, but obviously he's gonna get done in the same way he did. I know we haven't seen the forms in the trailers, but at least these two forms aren't in shot, but this could still be very purposeful for, like, again, more advertisement, the surprise, like, oh my gosh, this is form. Now, for Resurrection F, literally, I don't think they're going to change anything. It'll just, either they're going to skip over it, hopefully, or they'll reanimate it and they'll just keep it the same. I highly doubt they're going to change much besides, like, the animation quality and pacing, which is fine. It'll only be a dream if they maybe give Vegeta the W. Alright. Moving on, for the Universe 6 tournament, it could be really interesting to see how they use the fights, because from this point on, the manga and the anime are not completely different, but like, the setting is different, the way they do the fights is different. But you see Super Saiyan God utilized way more. Toei, please use Super Saiyan God in the remaster.
And my life is yours.
And the most interesting thing is that they're gonna either have to use the Blue Kaioken, which they probably will because it's Toei doing it, or the purchase Super Saiyan. And well, the Blue Kaioken was the hardest thing ever. I mean, I used to watch this on repeat years ago.
Quadruple. No, it's time.
However, I have the take that the God forms are I don't think this is probably the coolest take ever, but they are so unexplored. Like, Super Saiyan God especially is the most unexplored, like, form ever. Like, so I did prefer that Toyotarou actually used the form more and used a little bit more for, like, explore it a little bit, instead of just, now he has the Blue Kaioken, so I'd almost rather, surprisingly, actually have Goku in the remake use Perfected Blue.
What did he say?
I'd almost rather have Goku use Perfected Blue.
Who?
Use Perfected Blue.
What you on about?
Have Goku remake use Perfected Blue.
Megan.
Perfected Blue.
Megan.
Fam, I had the argument with one don the other day. I had to clap him, fam.
Megan.
You flipping twit.
For fuck's sake, we live in the UK.
You flipping twit.
And, like, do the way the manga did it and have Hit be defeated in the way he did it. Don't get me wrong, before you type that, calm down, Billy 2.50, Commodore 9000. I love the Kaioken. I love super fan service, as in fighting fan service. You. Hey. Now, But my favorite super arc of all time.
This is the day I finish you, Black. You won't be the end of the human race, but this race deserves to end. That is what you fail to realize. I will purge all mortals from existence, in place of the gods who refuse to admit failure. That's enough!
I feel this super arc will benefit the most from this remaster, specifically because Goku Black is in Zamasu's last battle. Now, this is my time to say this. The manga clears. As much as I love the way Vegeta was animated and all, because he's my favorite fusion. Sorry, Gogeta fan. But I mean, the Infinite Zamasu was way more intimidating in the manga. It's all going to be the same ending. But I just feel like the whole Infinite Zamasu like bit was like almost... At least they fought the Infinite Zamasu in the manga. They actually tried to fight him properly, like an actual fight. Instead of just, oh, it's the sky, it's the friends from the other side. Oh, clouds, bro. Like, like, at least in the manga, like, they had, like, the Zamasu army, which is the cooler movie, cool, but, like, this was hard. And I know Toei will not do this. I don't know if they really will take much from the manga, really, because in the base case, the most likely scenario is that they're going to animate the manga. What the hell? They're gonna reanimate just the normal super stuff. But if they include manga stuff, one, they have to include Super Saiyan Goku Black. Like, come on, like, one that was really cool, and one he should have had that, you know, as a little build up before just getting Rose immediately. Like, I'm sure that would have been a lot better. And like, instead of just like the weird scythe teleportation time clone thing, he could have gotten Super Saiyan Rose at that point. I think that would have been cooler. But bro, this masterpiece of a frame, especially if they don't have the censorship, and it would look so cool. And another good thing is, I hope they don't add race trucks. Please, Toei, remove race trucks
And my life is yours!
But no, in a serious matter, the Goku Black arc is one of the most popular yet I need to get my Kai snap. Okay. Polarizing. Yeah, so polarizing is the
cause to concentrate about two conflicting or contrasting positions.
Is one of the most polarizing arcs in the fandom, due to obviously the different ways they are in, because there's two different continuities in the first place, and the battles are kind of different. But what I hope is that they actually follow the manga mostly, apart from... This is where I would actually love to see the Kaioken Blue debuted instead, because you know, the manga, like the panel against Fuse Zamasu, like Goku's last stand, it's like he's basically pushing Perfected Blue to its highest limit, and I swear, I'm not sure if it's Krillin or like Supreme Kai or whatever, he literally says something about he's basically pushing his blue beyond the limits of like his body can handle, which is the same principle as the Kai. He said it verbatim, he said it. So I feel like right here, like, it makes sense, because I prefer the idea of the Kaioken Blue being introduced in the the Goku Black arc, and Perfected Blue in the University Tournament, because it makes sense context-wise. I mean, the way Goku and Hit's fight was serious, yeah, but it was a battle of fun, of like warriors as a tournament, and it was more of a technical reserved feat kind of fight. Like, I feel like Goku using Perfected Blue, like keeping all his energy from leaking, making his attacks more efficient and powerful, makes sense here. But as a Zamasu fight, like, it's literally friggin' Ragnarok end of the world stakes. Like, if he does not win, it is over for the timer. It's GG, over, wasted, you died. It's over. So, a recall full power technique like the Kaioken makes sense here. I mean, I have way more to talk about the Goku Black arc, but I'm sure this video is killing editing me to edit right now.
I'm fighting for my life!
So, yeah. For the runtime, yeah.
Hey!
Now, as I said, the runtime of the video is probably going to be ridiculous, so I'm going to make this one quick. So, in this tournament, this arc arguably needs the remaster the most. Screw remaking or rewriting, whatever I'll talk about later. Just right now, if it kept the same narrative, the same story. If you were there for the weekly releases of Super, the shit pacing was in Impel Down levels of pacing, Dressrosa levels of pacing, like, we had 60 episodes for one arc, and most of it was just bad gags to get over with. But I pray when they remaster this, they gotta fix the pacing, because that has to be addressed, which, you know, yeah. But, okay, besides the boring answer, okay, here's the thing. I don't know exactly how the tournament played out in the manga beyond, I don't know, like Gohan more careful, Goku unlocked UI in a more narrative, emotional way, from our hype beast and Aura Farm hype moments, and also Kale was basically see Broly in the manga, she eliminated like a ton of people. But I really did love Goku and Kef's fight. Everyone loves Goku. Goku and Kef's fight was goated, bro. It was amazing. Like, as that. I mean, like, we still have anime right now doing the 3-frame repeat shot, like, but still, go on getting the development in his training arc, which, yes, they need to keep in the anime. The way Toriyama wrote Gohan in the manga fits well with the anime training arc. So if they put both of it together, I feel like that would be really good, like the battle of Goku, Tien, and Piccolo. See, you know, if they do decide to do Gohan and Kefla, if they're going like full manga, if they probably won't, but we all know that Toei is not going to miss the chance, though, to miss reanimating Goku versus Kefla. I mean, you know what they've been doing, again, with One Piece, and like Luffy's fights in One Piece, particularly, if this Goku versus Kefla fight looked like 1072, I mean, the white hair MCs were moving around crazy in both layers, like, them reanimating the parkour Kamehameha with the freaking One Piece impact frame, like, all that stuff. It will feed generations forever. Hey! Well, that's everything I wanted to talk about for the resurgence of Dragon Ball, and I'm very looking forward to the future. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and sub for more maybe commentary videos, since I have not done this since, well, Diamond, the Blue Lock videos, which were a lot more experimental back then, and I'm sure they'd be a good laugh to watch it. But you know, yeah. Thanks for watching. Stay locked and loaded.
3, 2, 1. Going flashbang.
Right there! Oh! God on your big time!
Blast this rose glock on your bald ass.